2 Corinthians 5:17, for if anyone is in Christ, he's a new creature. Old things have passed away, all things have become new. It speaks numbers of how God has given us this building. He's taking an old funeral home and it's going to be turned into a prayer and worship center.
When I think of T-Hop, I think of the sun rising, and it's a picture of Jesus. The sun is coming up, the sun is coming forth, and people are rejoicing, and people are excited and hopeful of something new that we can rejoice and set our eyes upon, and not on death and decay. You take yourself out of your mind, and you set your mind on Christ. That's when hope comes. That's when joy comes. That's when you get excited about living.
The encouraging thing about this project is God has provided funding for us to purchase the property outright, so we own it free and clear. As a church, we gathered together to pray and say, okay, God, what do you want us to do? How do you want us to move forward? And the first thing that we felt led to do as a church was to gather for a few weeks as a church and pray and fast and say, God, we're not going to ask anybody for any money. We're not going to go try to fundraise. We're just going to seek your face. And at the end of this 2-week fast, I received a phone call from somebody that doesn't go to our church saying that God put Bow Down on his heart. And this guy met me and he gave me this check that blew me away. And it was just an answered prayer. It was like God saying, hey, I believe in this project. I am for this project, and I'm gonna fund this project. And so it was an encouraging thing for us as a church to see how God's already gotten behind this without us even asking. The upstairs we would use to expand our Project 516 program, where we bring young people in to live in the inner city, to serve the inner city. So we're gonna have a community prayer room. It's called the Tamarind House of Prayer, where it will be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, where people can come and pray and worship God. And it's gonna be a community prayer room, so we're really excited about that. And the final phase is kind of an outreach center, but it will be a positive place right on Tamarind Avenue, where these kids can come and be loved, connect with leaders, and just have a positive environment where we can have a base, if you will. So what we're asking you is, if you know any carpenters, plumbers, maybe your church can do a work day. We need funds to be able to build this. It's a really old facility, so it has to be gutted out completely. But we want this place to be a beautiful picture of the people of God building it, so that the glory of God is displayed on Tamarind Avenue. 73% of the kids in our community are fatherless children. You are doing the very heart of God. He says in Psalm 68 that he is a father to the fatherless, a defender of widows and orphans. This is who he is. And so when you help us, you are joining the very heart of God. He's passionate about these kids. And we just want to reach them with the love of Christ. So pray about joining us.